Now to the ongoing war of words over the poisoning of a former Russian double agent, Sergei Skipral. The case has taken an ominous turn, to say the least. Moscow is outraged over comments made by UK Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson comparing this summer's World Cup games in Russia to the 1936 Olympics in Nazi Germany. Anya Parampil with more tonight.
A UK lawmaker went so far as to compare Russian President Vladimir Putin to Hitler this week. Labour MP Ian Austin made the comment on Wednesday and immediately won agreement from Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson. Take a listen.
He got the right to stage the World Cup, clearly through corruption. Putin's going to use it the way Hitler used the 1936 Olympics.
Yes, I think the comparison with 1936 is certainly right.
Dmitry Peskov, the spokesperson for Putin, did not hold back in releasing a response declaring, "This is a completely disgusting statement. It is beneath the foreign minister of the country, any country. Without a doubt, it is offensive and unacceptable." Russia's ambassador to the UK emphasized the absurdity of comparing Putin to Hitler, considering it was the Soviet Union which defeated Nazi Germany.
Moscow considers this kind of statements made under the level of the Foreign Secretary in any way unacceptable and totally irresponsible. The British government is free to make a decision about its participation in the World Cup, but nobody has the right to insult the Russian people who defeated Nazism and lost more than 25 million people by comparing our country to Nazi Germany. That goes beyond the common sense, and we do not think British war veterans, including those of the Arctic convoys, would share this opinion.
All this comes as the UK government continues to insist Russia was responsible for the poisoning of former Russian double agent Sergei Skipral earlier this month in Salisbury. That's despite the fact no evidence has been produced in the case. Moscow has accused the UK, of withholding evidence. This week, the deputy head of Russia's Foreign Ministry's Department for Non-Proliferation told a meeting of diplomats, quote, "It is an attack on Russian citizens on the territory of Great Britain. So why don't we carry out a joint investigation?" Russia has repeatedly said it's prepared to cooperate with any investigation as required by international law under the Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons. Meanwhile, in an exclusive interview with RT's Sophie Ko, spokesperson for the Russian president, Dmitry Peskov, had this to say about the Skripal fiasco.
We're not as crazy as to even to think about something of that kind before presidential elections and before such important event, global event as football championship.
While any official investigation into the attempted murder of Skripal is likely to take months to complete, it's clear the UK will continue to escalate with Russia regardless of facts. In Washington, Anya Parampil, RT.